Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today, well, you've guessed it, we're in the downtown Cato Paphos Harbour area, and we're going to take you for a walk through the harbour. We'd like you to come with us. But before we start our walk, I'd like to introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the entire world, Miss Ochi Brasilia Labu.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again. And
Again. Now stick with us. We are going to storm the Cato Paphos Harbour and see what's going on today. We've got some old friends. Hopefully we'll make some new friends. So stick with us. Here we go. Here's Gumbaro number one. That's Mr. Henry. Ooh la 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 la. He's going to wake up in a minute. He knows we're not customers. He's going to try and get them. Go on, work on them. We'll talk to the boss. There he is. Welcome back and thank you for coming back. That's Mr. Costas. Don't ever let him tell you that he's not the boss, because he is the boss. It even says boss on his t-shirt. Every day. Every day. He's the boss every single day, that's for sure. Here he is. You're right, Ulala.
Welcome back after
Welcome
one
back.
day break.
He's a great, great guy. Absolute star. Stay with us. That was Stevie's bar, by the way. There it is. That's Stevie's. And the next one on the block, Sale at the Castle, that's the sports bar section. And that's their front of house, getting ready to have a very, very busy night, that's for sure. Have a look at some of those fish, Stevie Labu. Have a look at that. Wow. Look at that. Now, that's what you call fresh. Well, that's some kind of oyster, isn't it? And then those are some kind of crab or something like that, is it? And then there's some kind of crab as well. Wow. Very, very tasty indeed. You choose the one you want. They cook it and then you eat it, that's for sure. There's Gumbaro number one. He's in casual clothing today. Have a look at that. It's the Girolamo, our favourite restaurant bistro, and it's a great, great restaurant indeed. There's the man with the big smile on his face. That's Mr. Ryan. He's the manager in the house, and as you can see, he's very, very busy tonight. And that's the Girolamo restaurant. Hey, you all right? Stick with us. We are going to make our way down. Before we, what should we choose? Mr. Andreas. There he is. That's Mr. Andreas. He's in charge tonight of the Pelican. The busiest, oldest, greatest restaurant in the whole of the harbour area, possibly the whole of Pathos. You never know. Could be the best restaurant in the whole of Paphos. You think? Definitely. Definitely. There we are.
you show this lovely fish.
Yes, look at those fish. Wow. If you fancy a fish, this could be the place to come.
Local lobster, sir.
Is it long?
So that one's a local lobster, is that what it's called? There we go. Have a look at that.
Oh my God.
So that's a traditional Cypriot style local lobster. Looks very tasty.
Must be.
I think he was caught this morning, that's for sure. Thanks, Andres. He's an absolute star, and he'll always look after you if you come down here. Coco's off duty tonight. She appears to. She's on Netflix. Yeah, that's right. Coco has commanded the boss's credit card, and then she found out how to use. Well, she was on the remote control. She found YouTube, so she found us, and then the button next to it said Netflix. So she then went and pickpocketed the boss, George, got his credit card, subscribed at $6.99 a month, and most evenings now you don't see her, because if she's not watching Marika and me, she's watching something like Game of Thrones or that sort of thing, that's for sure. Anyway, King's Restaurant, that's Gumbaro number one. He's an absolute star. You right? Good? Yeah. As you can see, pretty busy. Half full, I would say, and it's pretty early in the evening, so they're going to have a very, very good night indeed. Now, this is a Gumbaro we've not seen for a while. There he is. That's Mr. Trent. So he, at the moment, is in charge of all the boat trips, and he's in charge of the Paphos Sea Cruises. He's got a great, great smile. He's a great, great guy, and he comes all the way from Wolverhampton, and he's watching this lady write her name and details down. So they've booked onto one of the cruises, probably the big boy, which is that one there, the Ocean Vision. That's their most famous ship.
It's getting ready.
It's getting ready to go. It's getting ready to go. It certainly is, because if you look very, very carefully, if you can see in the viewfinder on the camera, you can see there's an awful lot of people on that boat. The front deck is pretty full. What time is it, Crisivia?
Another 7 minutes.
Another 7 minutes, and that boat is off act. So therefore it's about 7 o'clock, and you pay €75 if you're an adult, €39 if you are not an adult and a junior obviously, and you get to drink all that you can, eat all that you can, and on top of all that you get to party the night away. And on a Friday and a Saturday night they even have a fireworks display. Right, there we are. That's Gumbaro number one. That is Mr. Yanis. Now, if you're wondering what Mr. Yanis does, he's in charge of all of these boat cruises. That's what he's in charge of. You all right, Mr. Yanis?
Hello.
You're looking mighty fine. Looking good. Are you making money?
All the time.
All the time he's making money.
But it's
So
quiet.
if you're looking for a rich husband, he could be the man.
No, I'm looking for a rich woman.
He's looking for a rich woman. He's a clever man. He's a clever man. That could be one ringing now. Thanks, Mr. Yanis. So he's in charge of promoting all of these cruises. And on top of that, he actually promotes the, how do you say it? Elvis? How do you say it? Ebis Safari Jeep Tour. And yeah, and that's what it does. It takes you to that little bit extra, and it takes you to the Adonis Waterfalls bath included in the price. Not all of them do that. So they go on the Akama Safari and they take you. Where's he gone? We've lost the man. We've lost the man.
But it's radio talking instead.
And there's a radio talking in the background. Very, very clever man. So he's popped off somewhere and left his radio talking in the background. Very, very clever man. If you want to buy a sea sponge, that's where you would pop. Luckily tonight, Dire Straits is over there. So he's not playing tonight. He's having a chat with Mr. Costas, who is a great, great caricature artist. He says 5 minutes. It's just like 10 to 15 minutes, give him €20 and you get a great, great gift to take back with you, and a great, great caricature and a great memory of your trip to downtown Cato, Paphos, Cyprus. We still got a bit?
I don't say that man plays bad on the guitar, but I think mostly it's this
Back music.
recorder.
Yeah, yeah.
The background.
He's got some backing music playing in the background, and he's a good musician, to be fair. He really is. He's quite a good singer as well. And he has had a strike 3 times that we know of, 3 strikes. And I've got a strike on a video now that we're trying to edit, but as you understand, I'm a bit lazy and a bit stupid and don't know how to edit. Anyway, he plays constantly Dire Straits music, and YouTube thinks that it is Dire Straits because, of course, he is playing their backing track, and then he's playing and singing over it. So if we linger around him for more than 12 seconds, we're in trouble. Anyway, there we go. This is the Wood Kiosk. Well, that's what it's called. And it's a kiosk that sells cold drinks, hot drinks, bites to eat, sandwiches, chocolate bars, chewing gum, cigarettes, and any other gift that you can possibly think about. Postcards, hats, shoes, sunglasses, you name it, that gift shop sells it. Now, we are now entering the downtown Cato Paphos Promenade. That's what this is. Have a look at that. So it starts off with the Harbour Cafe restaurant on the corner there, and it's a very, very busy place most evenings of the week. It's quite early in the evening tonight, and it's already probably about a third full, and the man in charge of that is a man called Mr. Tito, and if you look very carefully you can see him hovering in the background over there, white shirt, black trousers, and if ever you notice a man in a white shirt and black trousers approaching you with a tomato ketchup bottle in his hand, it's fake. It's his little joke. You see that?
Yes, it's a very nice joke, by the way.
It's quite funny,
First
yeah.
time I thought,
quite funny.
I'm done. And I was wearing something like white, something, you know, and he put it on me. I thought, my goodness, I'm done. But then it was fake.
So it was all right. Right, we missed out this young lady because we were wobbling on, and I want to introduce you to her because she's a very, very nice young lady indeed. She's all the way from Bulgaria, and she's your first opportunity to come out the harbour to get braided. There she is. Very, very nice young lady. Always got a nice smile, and she speaks English, she speaks Greek, she speaks Russian, yes. Bulgarian, yes, of course. And there we are. This is what she does. So she's giving you some ideas of how she can braid your hair. You choose the varying twines. That's some inspiration, as we're saying, and you go rummaging in her box, and there's all sorts of bits and bobs. Cross her hand with a bit of money. She'll smile even more, and she'll braid you. As for that, she's a great, great girl. Really, really is. Very early tonight. You come back in another hour, she will be packed out. Now, the next one on our travels, Mr. Hector. Great, great artist. There we go. This is some of the things he does. Portraits and caricatures. Obviously, a caricature is done while you wait. Portraits are 4 to 5 sittings an hour at a time, and you negotiate on the price. Now, I noticed Mr. Chris was doing his hair. There he is. Doesn't he look beautiful? He was busily doing his hair, and there is his accountant, Mr. Sava. I know, I'm joking with it. There's his lawyer. That's his lawyer. Yeah.
And now he's talking about your hair because he's jealous.
I'm jealous.
He doesn't have
That's why
any.
you have the... Oh, perfect.
Perfect, sir. Perfect, sir.
Like stuff and
Yes.
Anyway, that's the accountant, Mr. Sava. He's a great, great guy. He's a very good lawyer, by the way. If you need a lawyer in Paphos, contact us. We'll contact him. and he will sort out whatever problem you have. Speeding tickets, they're gone. Anyway, Mr. Chris, what's he do? Mediterranean sea sponges. So he does small ones, bigger ones, medium-sized ones, these ones that will even chop your head off, these rougher ones, and he does an array of gifts as well, from big seashells to small seashells to these ornate ones that are all the way from Antigua. See, these are all the way from Antigua, and my understanding is that they absorb the colour from the things that are in the water with them, shall we say. He also likes a bit of shark. Do you like a bit of shark, Sarah?
I do.
He does. So there we are. Often they catch a shark, they eat it, very nice indeed, then they tooth it and they make necklaces. And I'm sure everyone here has got a necklace. Even I've got a necklace because Mr. Chris gave it to me. There we are. And I treasure it and look after it. Thank you, Mr. Chris.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Lawyer.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. He's a star. He really, really is a nice guy. The next one on our travels, there she is. Jenny, the best. The greatest braider in the whole of Paphos. And there's a man in the background, Mr. Mark. You get the idea of what she does. You choose the twine, you choose the beads, the bits and bobs, cross her hands with a little bit of money, and she braids you. Now, Mr. Konstantinos has had a new
He's always
picture.
busy, this
Have
poor
a look at
man.
that.
Oh, happy man.
Huh? He is magnified at the pictures so that you understand what's going on. So, basically, grain of rice, your name and a heart or something. He's put a little rose in, there's a bit of sand in there, and he's put it in one of these vials, and then it goes on a bracelet. This one's slightly different again. Great, great idea. So if you're coming down to Paphos and you want something unique, something special, what a great gift. It can be a bracelet, can be a necklace, can be a pendant. They also do seashells, and there he is. That's the man himself. He's got a great smile on his face today
Powerful
because
man.
Katerina's not here. He's alone. He's alone. He's alone. He understands that every single penny of his money at the moment is his, and he can look after it. There's Mr. Tito. There he is. He's the man in charge tonight. In the minute he's going to clock us, there he is. He's a great, great guy. You right, Tito? Good? Yeah, he's a star. Absolute star. Now, this place does very, very good pizza indeed. I've eaten pizza 3 times, and the pizza, I think, is the best in downtown Paphos, that's for sure.
Paul, because we always laughing and joking when Katerina is nearby Konstantinos. And now Konstantinos said to me, when some people, they're watching obviously our videos, and when some people come in, they are joking and laughing, they ask me, where is Katerina? She's missing, she's missing.
There we are. At least one person's watching anyway. Thanks, Mr. Konstantinos. He's a star. He really is a star. We know him a long, long time, and we do classify him as a true friend. So if you are passing and you want a unique gift, well, stop there. Tell him what you want. It could be your dog, your cat, your wife, I don't know, your next door neighbour's son. Who knows? But whatever you want on that grain of rice, he'll write it. Choose the bracelet, and wonderful. There we are. Someone has lost one of their Crocs, which is a shame. That's a shame. That's a real, real shame. Put it on the side of the bin so people can see it. There we go. Well, no, they won't. I don't think so. We put it there, and then hopefully someone will come back, and hopefully someone will see it. Because Crocs are not cheap, that's for sure. Obviously someone's being carried and it's dropped off their foot.
Yes.
Receive
Normally it happens when the baby walking, and then you want to pick him up, and this is where it happens.
Yeah,
I know.
There we go. Right, now, here's some of the businesses and some of the bars. As I said, you've got the Harbour at the end, you've got the Sea View where Nadia is. She's one of our friends, so if you're looking for some special gift, go in there. If perhaps one day you saw it and then the next day it's not there, don't worry, get Nadia, tell her what you want, she'll go up to their main branch and bring you another one. Next to that, you've got another souvenir shop, you've got a leather shop, you've got Miss Iggy's great favourite bar, and that's called the English Rose Cafe. You've got an ice cream parlour next door to that, and then you've got another restaurant called the Moorings over there. And as I mentioned, the Moorings is a very, very good place, and there's been a few comments to say yes, indeed it is. The service is good, the food is good, and the view is good. Have a look at that. That's the Rastafarian over there, and she's got a great smile. Is she going to smile tonight? She hasn't even seen us. There she is. There she is. She's smiling. She's smiling. So she's the first braider or the last braider. All 3 of them get on, and there's plenty of business for all of them, that's for sure. You see that?
These old people are just trying to make their own a little bit, because the summer period is very, very short. This is what we on about. but they're all doing a very, very nice job, very good job.
Yeah, they are. They do work quite hard, they work quite long hours, but obviously their season is only short. So if there's something that you want at the end of September, they're done. So if you come into Cyprus throughout the summer and you want that bracelet or that special gift, please stop and get it in the summer, because of course they're not here in the winter. There's the Blue Memories kiosk, which sells all sorts of gifts, and there is the Captain's Bistro with the Captain's Restaurant up above. Well, they don't really like us that much, so we don't film them that much, but we do mention because they are quite a busy restaurant and a lot of people like to go to that restaurant, that's for sure. Stick with us. You've got an optician, you've got another optician. In fact, that's the optician where we receive your booth. You've got those. Those glasses came from there, and they were in the window one cold and blustery February evening right at the start. One of our superstars, Mr. Dave Jono, was with us, and he said to me, well, you've got to go and buy him for him. So I did. There we go.
This is how he talks, John.
It's from Rotherham, isn't it?
Okay, this is how they talk.
That's how we talk.
Tell me how they talk. Oh.
All right, that's how they talk. Anyway, not making fun. He's a great guy. He's a star.
Beautiful, on my opinion.
There we are.
Is it not beautiful?
Flip-flops. So these are Beverly Hills Polo flip-flops. There you go. You want a nice pair of flip-flops? Pop down here. This is the Bursabella gift shop, and this is what you call an upmarket gift shop. There it is. Have a look at that. So it sells all the Polo Club accessories, and it sells upmarket products. And in fact, I bought a pair of these. So these are shoes that allow you to walk on rocks as you go into the blue Mediterranean Sea. Obviously, I bought them in blue, and well, they've lasted a long time. And there's no damage to them yet, that's for sure. Hold on a minute, I see the booth has seen something. Always looking to spend my money on something. They're quite nice, but not today. Right, come on, booth. Let's keep going. We've got another half of the promenade to go, so stick with us as Lucivia LaBouffe pontificates on what she can buy. Are you coming, LaBouffe? You can't take her anywhere. I promise you that.
Take you anywhere.
Absolutely, yeah, correct.
Oh, this is
Here we go. Here we go. See? Always looking for something to spend your money on.
They're very nice.
They're very, very nice. Put them back the booth. We've got the promenade to walk.
They are dirty.
Stick with us. Here we go. So, here we are at the Marbianco Cafe Bistro. Again, a very, very busy bistro bar indeed. And right across the road to it is the great blue Mediterranean Sea. Have a look at that. Absolutely spectacular. I don't think I've seen it this blue for a long time, that's for sure. That is unbelievably blue. If you don't believe me, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because that sea is blue.
All is missing is you.
Correct. So come and see us. And if you see us walking up and down the Cato Paphos Promenade or the Harbour, please come over and say hello. We love to be accosted, especially live on camera. Have a look at that. Absolutely packed. As we come round, now that must be the lady herself, I think, Miss Cooler. There we are. That's the boss of the shop selling all the watches and the expensive bits of jewellery that Nigel Big Guns likes to pop in. But he does like to treat so sweet Caroline as well. Next parade of shops, that's the Azure Cafe, Have a Look kiosk, more for less kiosk, gift shops if you understand, but they're called kiosks in Cyprus. Next to that is the Homer's Diamond Shop, and right on the end is the Wooden Pub. Very, very busy pub indeed, with locals, tourists and expats alike. That's for sure.
I would like to say that little diamond shop is very nice.
I think we should keep moving, that's for sure. George's Optical House in the next parade, and then you've got the Baccarus Restaurant, Cafe, Bar, and as the night progresses, that will get absolutely packed out and it will be chock-a-block, that's for sure. Next door to that, there is a traditional Cypriot gift shop. Now what that means is it sells nuts and chewy things, it sells olive oil, it sells Turkish delights, shipping it to life, that sort of stuff, and so forth. So if you're into that kind of product, that's where you would go. If you want more traditional kinds of souvenirs, You go into that shop there and you can buy gowns, hats, shoes, bracelets, that sort of thing. And then there is another little cafe restaurant called the Ideal Cafe Snack Bar right on the end. And I think that's where we'll come to the end on this video. Receive LaBouffe, what have you got to say?
I would like to say to you that Paphos, it's got varieties. Anything you want you can find here. And I wish one day you come and see us. And I wish that one day you come and enjoy the spectacality of it. We love it to bits. And
all that's left I'm going to say is thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and please come back for a little bit more of our madness. As usual, Receive LaBouffe has stolen my English. We're going to finish at the little fishing buoy and give you a great view out towards the blue Mediterranean Sea. So stick with us. There's a little bit of chopsiness in the sea tonight, but that makes it that little bit more beautiful. Have a look at this view. It is to die for. Have a look at that.
well, I would like to thank you for watching. I would like to tell you that we really missing you and loving you, and all the best to you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.